Man, you know, AB answering Bill, another beef. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live.
AB might be a referee at Devin's fight, a judge, concession man, you know what I mean? Something, anything else but being in the ring with Dev. I guarantee you that. You can ask him. Ain't no money in the world. I got AB stopping his car and going the opposite direction when he sees Devin with some boxing gloves on, you know.
It was all good just a week ago. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, that was Bill Haney. Bill Haney was on IG Live, and he said some things about Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner clearly was not feeling it. Adrien Broner's team was not feeling it, and they have now responded, which I'll get to in this Unpacked. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Coach of Adrien Broner, Coach Kevin Cunningham, he's seen it, what Bill had to say, and this is his response. This jackleg pimp perpetrating a trainer, Bill Haney, got the nerve to disrespect Adrien the Problem Broner. A 4-weight division world champion, Adrien Broner, has never ran from a fight and never will. First of all, your son ain't no killer, ninja, and don't do numbers. So stop with the disrespect. If y'all want this static, you can get it. In the words of Bolo Young, you are next. You break my record, now I break you. Like I break your friend. And it says hashtag send the contract. He also responded via his Twitter. Slightly different message. We'll get to that. It says, this bootleg pimp perpetrating a trainer got the nerve to disrespect the 4-weight division world champion. First of all, Adrien Broner never ran from a fight, never will. Secondly, your son ain't no mother effing killer, and don't do numbers. Stop the cap, send the contract. So pretty much the same, right? Adrien Broner himself has responded. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up. So Adrien Broner responds to this stuff from Bill Haney's side, and he says, Bill Haney, if you want to get your son Devin Haney effed up, send the contract. I ain't never ran from no man in boxing. Why would I run from your son? He can't punch himself out of a wet paper bag. Stop all the cap, cause I'm with the ish and I want all the smoke. Show me the dotted line, says Adrien Broner. Wow, it was all good just a week ago. So things have definitely taken a harsh turn. Like for me, I always thought that Devin Haney and Broner were relatively cool in boxing. If you hear about the infamous Gervonta Tank Davis sparring with Devin Haney, guess who was there? AB. Adrien Broner, you know, and maybe, I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else, but maybe they didn't like Broner explaining certain things with that scenario or with that particular sparring session. Because Broner says that Devin Haney was out on his feet at one point, and then he had to jump in the ring and like stop it and break it up. And then the sparring later resumed after like tempers had flared and like Devin Haney had recovered from the Gervonta Davis shot. That's what Broner has stated. So I don't know. I don't know where the tension is. Maybe it has something to do with him giving his take on that. We know how some boxers can be in terms of, just hearing anything negative about themselves or whatnot. There are some boxers, a lot of boxers, I would say, that have yes men when it comes to just how they move. And some boxers, they got egos, no pun intended. So they don't want to hear nothing other than I'm the man. And yes, sir. Yes, I can do that type of thing. So I don't know. I don't know where this really stems from. But as far as the fight, actually, we got a word from our sponsor. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. And we are back. Shout out to everyone. I want to say this. Shout out to everybody who sent me a message. There were some audio issues. I was tinkering with the audio. As you guys should hear, it sounds about cleared up. But there were some audio issues in a couple of my past videos, and the audio was it was chopping in and out. And shout out to the people who want to see the channel succeed, so they notify me of stuff like this. So I really appreciate that, because this helps me as a creator. Let me know we're a community, Ego's Army. Throw a like on the video, subscribe. But anytime there's any type of audio or visual issues or inconsistencies, because the quality of work that I do in this boxing game, right? So if you ever see anything or hear anything that seems out of sync, out of whack, let me know in the comment section. Appreciate you for all the people who did notify me of the problem. Hopefully it is solved. Let me know in this video in the comments if the audio is fixed. Back to Adrien Broner, Devin. Again, I don't really know what caused any of this, so I can't really speak on that. But regarding the fight, I could talk to you about the fight. They have similar records, 35-4, and Devin Haney's 31-0. So, outside, I said similar, but Devin Haney's undefeated and Broner clearly has 4 losses. But in turn, I was talking more so the amount of fights. But the difference is probably the quality of fights. Broner has fought definitely at the highest level. And I'm not saying that Devin's not working on his resume. He actually is. But Broner is a 4-division champion by age 24. Now, I noticed something that's pretty alarming in boxing, and that's boxing fans completely disrespecting some of the legends in boxing. Like, there was a moment where Broner was on top, where Broner was, the it guy. He was kind of Tank before Tank, if you will, right? And then now that he's at a different point of his career, he's giving you the hard fights and whatnot. He's giving you some classic moments. I came to BK. I took his belt and his girl, right? The Can Man. Classic moments. Like, he's with Jesse Vargas now. I was at that fight, post-fight. That was good. He had that whole beef with Takashi. But anyway, the point I'm making is now Broner is at a different point in his career, and people are really disrespectful. And that's one thing I do not like about boxing fans. Like, the level of disrespect is crazy. It's like groupied out. The boxing fans be groupied out. Now, I'm not really a fan of that. What do I mean? I mean stuff like, just being a fan of a fighter, and you riding the bandwagon, riding the coattail when everything's good. But then when the fighter's on the twilight of their career, or not necessarily winning the same amount of fights, which you could say is the case for Broner, right? Now they turncoat. I'm not really a fan of that. I've been a 49ers fan since I was a child. My dad's a 49ers fan. My brother's a 49ers fan. Same thing with the Warriors. I've been out here in the Bay, repping this Bay area, this West Side, and I've been rocking with the Warriors. You know, I've always liked the Warriors, and I did like the Lakers because of Kobe, because I was a Kobe fan. You know, so any team he was on, I was with it. You know, but that's just what it is. But these things don't change. Like, I don't change teams, but we're in a new times, I guess, where people, they switch sides. Like, they repping blood, and then years later you see them and they wearing all blue. They saying they Crip. That's crazy. So Broner's entertained me throughout the years. I wish him well. As far as him and Devin Haney fight, I mean, I haven't really thought too much of the fight. Broner, he's with Don King. You know, it's feasible. Like, I don't see really any obstacles why the fight can't happen. But my thing is this the fight that boxing wants? Devin Haney is a champion at 140 pounds. It would be, I would say it would sell. It do. I don't know how the paper, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how it would sell. Because Broner, he's been pretty inactive. So I can't say that it will sell. Broner, let's see, he last fought Bill Hutchinson. A lot of people might not have even seen that fight. That fight was in 2023. And before that, he hadn't fought for 2 years. And that was on when he was still with PBC, Giovanni Santiago. And that was in February of 2021. So, and then before that, he hadn't fought since 2019. So Broner really has had 2 fights in the last several years. You know what I mean? So he hasn't really been an active guy. Is that really the guy we need to see Devin Haney against? And that's not disrespect to Broner, because I just had a whole segment talking about the disrespect. If the fight happens, it happens. I think the promo build, people will pay attention to that. As far as like paying top dollar for the pay-per-view, I don't really know. And then from, you know, just being honest, I don't know if that's the definite matchup that the fans need in terms of where Devin's at and where Broner's at. It would have almost been better if they came up in the same era, but they didn't, you know? Like, meaning if Broner, when he was fighting Paulie Malignaggi, if Devin was older and was fighting at that time. But they really kind of came up in 2 different eras, so it's not the same type of fight, you know? And again, Devin Haney, there's guys like Gary Antoine Russell, Subriel Matias, you know, of course, the Shakurs and Gervonta Davis. I liken all those guys to being more Devin Haney's generation. You know, they're closer in age, things like that. And career-wise and career point, they're at more of the same speed. I think people would buy into the hype of a fight like this, and they would be like, it would be similar to Regis Prograis, to be honest. It would be similar, like where people are all in on the build-up and the promotion, and maybe even the venue, but I don't know pay-per-view wise how many numbers it would do, how good it would do, things like that. But Adrien Broner, he feels disrespected, as he should. You know, I don't know why Bill Haney did that. I don't know why he said that to AB. Maybe, I guess he was on IG Live and a fan left a comment like, hey, fight Broner. And he said that. He said Broner would get in his car, reverse, flip a bit, and then go the opposite way if he seen Devin in boxing gloves. So he didn't really see that happening. But, you know, in saying that, he kind of violated Broner. And Broner, I think that's, to me, I don't think that's right for Broner, because he win, lose, or draw, whether you love him or hate him, one thing you have to admit is Broner ain't ducking smoke. That's for sure. He's not ducking smoke. He was calling out Matisse. He called out Maidana and then fought Maidana, one of the hardest punchers. So he fought Pacquiao. I believe. You know, we can't do that to Broner. We can't do that at all. So Broner's definitely a dog, willing to fight. I mean, if you're willing to fight Pacquiao, I don't see why you would be anti-fighting Devin Haney, somebody who's younger than you. And Broner said he can't punch himself out of a wet paper bag. And the other thing he said, Broner said something to the effect of, or actually his coach said something to the effect that he can't sell. And I told you those numbers, that they're ranging from 30 to 55,000 that reportedly the Regis Prograis fight did. I told you those numbers would come back to bite them. It would come back to bite them because now you notice a lot of people are using that against Devin Haney. And that's the problem with, trying to expedite the pay-per-view stardom is when your numbers don't look right on the pay-per-view front, then at the end of the day, people are going to use that against you. Like, man, this dude don't even sell. Ain't nobody trying to blah, blah, blah. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Best in the business. Yay!